Hey guys, welcome to another awesome video. I'm Choko Belago. Now, Dangote has been on the news, and this is the first time I'm seeing him in the news like this. And it goes to show that something is happening that is making him happy. And given the way our government operates, it seems like the how do I put it this way? Some people, in their own interest, are fighting him. Not for the interest of Nigeria, but for their own personal interest. Now, the topic is Dangote is a monopolist, Dangote is a monopolist. Or Dangote is a monopoly. Now, somebody can be, it's not a bad thing for somebody to be a monopoly. After all, Amazon is a monopoly. Google is a monopoly. But in the case of Dangote, was it a monopoly by choice or a monopoly by government policies? Because number one, we have people in this country that have the enormous resources, okay, like Dangote, to do what he's doing with cement production, with flour, Dangote spaghetti, salt. Now, refinery. We have people who are capable of doing that. But we choose the less stressful way of importing those things rather than setting up factories. I don't blame those who decide to import, because it all boils down to the risk assessment that one needs to do before establishing a factory. And trust me, the risk assessment is very high. To establish an industry in Nigeria, the risk is very high. One, because most of the raw materials you might need is not in Nigeria. So which means you still have to import that. And you still have to do with the government levies and every single tax that has to do with manufacturing, importing raw materials, and even distribution to the end user. So, but Dangote has came in and is doing those things that most people are afraid of taking risks to do so. Now, the Nigerian government, whether it's this present administration or the one before it or the one from 5 years ago or 10 years ago, instead of making the environment okay and making the environment possible for others to compete, they decide to take a less risky approach, or more like a selfish approach, and went to buy shares of Dangote. And then they now make policies that will favor his business and give him tax breaks and tax cuts and whatever it is that helps him to become the monopoly that he is. He didn't do it by choice. Those people have the power. Those people that made him the monopoly had the power to ensure that every single industry in this country enjoys the same benefit he's benefiting from. Now, I might be wrong on certain things. I don't have all the facts, but it's clear that most of them are invested in Dangote. So, which means he has power, he's an industrialist, and he also has the power behind him. Which means that most of these people in politics have shares in Dangote. I don't know. I don't have any information. I might be wrong, okay? But it makes sense because we've not seen growth from other people who are in the same line of business with him in terms of the level of success he has achieved. So can it be that those people don't know how to run the business, or is it that one person is getting all the benefits and then beating others on price because he knows that he's getting tax breaks so he can benefit from them and outcompete his competitors. But the most important thing is that we cannot overlook the importance of Dangote at this moment, because nobody else is willing to do it. Nobody else is willing to go and build the refinery. We are struggling with the refineries that we have, and it keeps on swallowing billions of dollars every single administration in the name of repairing. And now he came, paid for land, built the refinery, got investors, planned to even go into steel, and now people are fighting him. Why? Why are you fighting him? I'm surprised that he is importing crude oil in a country that is abundant with crude oil. Does it mean that the crude oil that we have, or the future crude oil that we will have as a country, has already been sold in ahead of time? Because when a country is busy taking loan, they are not taking loan out of the blue. They're taking loan because they are pledging the resources that they have as payment, as guarantee for future payment of those loans when they are due. So does it mean that we've sold our oil that we're going to make for the next how many years? We sold it. No, we've already sold it to be able to get loans that will now use to now share instead of making the economy productive. Because basically, this government is just sharing money. You complain, they share money to governors. You complain, they share rights to governors to go and distribute. Nobody is actually looking into it and asking themselves, how are these money spent? Or how is this rice distributed? Because the rice no reach me. The rice the rice no reach me. It reach you. If it reach you, let me know in the comment section. It don't reach me. And it's not like I'm living in in the wealth class. I'm in the middle class. So anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this. The government of this country made Dangote a monopoly. The government of this country didn't make policies that will favor everybody that wants to venture. Because when you have people that want to go into manufacturing in this country, you should encourage them and give them things that will help them to get started. Here, they will charge you to your eyeballs that you will think twice and decide to go with importing. The hurdles are high. The hurdles are high. Okay? So, for me, this is my own opinion on the matter. But there's a reason this is happening. And I believe that the time this is over, changes will be made. Because you see that Dangote refinery, we need it as a country. So if it's me, leave Dangote alone. You guys created that monster. I'm not calling him a monster. I don't mean in literal terms. Well, what I mean is that you guys created that monopoly. It's not him that created the monopoly. You guys created that monopoly. The government created that monopoly. So leaving me is monopoly, but what you can do is to create programs for upcoming industrialists to buy land, to establish factory, give them something that will, at least something that will, like being tax free or giving them tax break for like 5 years or 4 years so that they can set up properly and be able to compete in the market with the big boys. Okay? Then you make policies that will encourage, because when you talk about stopping importation and encouraging local manufacturing, the people who are doing local manufacturing, what have you done to alleviate the? It's not about telling them to go and get loans. What has government done in terms of tax breaks, incentives, and financing from government direct through Bank of Industry? What have they done to encourage manufacturing in this country? That is the most important question, not Dangote monopoly. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you're still watching till now, thank you very much. See you in my next video, and bye for now.